Hello, Adam.
Hi.
Hello, and this is Venus Instruments.
Yeah, that's me, Venus Instruments, from right here in London.
Yeah, welcome. Is this the first time you've been here? Have we seen you here before?
I came to this event a couple of years ago, but it's been a while.
I
anyway.
thought it'd been a while. Yes.
Yeah.
So you're here and you're showing off something new. That's actually coming soon.
That's right. So I have a new product called the Veno Orbit. It was previously called the Veno Looper, hence the sticker on the front panel, because I changed the name a couple of days ago. And and the reason is because it is a lot more than just a looper. It's we're describing it as a experimental sampler. Okay, so I could give you a quick rundown of what it does.
I guess my first question will be, though, what do you mean by an experimental sampler? How would you say that this sets itself apart from other samplers?
Yeah, so I think that I've exposed enough controls so that you can, for example, modulate the start, the length, the pitch, the direction, and you've also got multiple layers of audio to crossfade between. So you can turn it into the sampler that you want, I think, is probably the best way of describing it. And hopefully, with the concept being quite easy to understand, it's one knob per function. Everything is just on the panel. So the idea is it's kind of the fundamental building blocks of a sampler, and you put it together how you want, essentially.
Wow, that sounds interesting.
So I'll try and take you through it. Yeah. Right, so it has two channels, one on the left, one on the right. The controls are mirrored, so you get start, length, speed for the two sides. What you're visualizing here on the display is the start and the end point for the sample. So as I change the start position, you can see that on the screen,
nice.
and then the length is an offset of the start. Okay.
Very nice.
And then when it plays, so it's going to be playing a pre-recorded sample, so some piano recording, and you can see the playhead moving there in white. Yeah.
Fantastic. That's a really nice visualization.
Yes, it does really help to understand what's going on. Mm-hmm. And then as you can see here, you've got the different slots, as I call them, are going up in the on the left and the right hand side there. So we're stereo linked at the moment, and if I move the left hand layer, we'll crossfade to another sample. Just turn up the crossfade there a little bit. Okay, so and then these two are blank, so you can see that they're empty there. You'll see they're blinking yellow, which is telling you that it is repeating, and the sum of all of that blinking comes out of the EOC as a gate pattern, which is going to be really fun as well. So
also it extrapolates a gate pattern from the sample.
Yes,
is that right?
Yeah. So just every time it repeats, and because each sample can be a different length, they could all be the same length or multiple. They could just be completely arbitrary.
I see.
So it can actually be a really interesting gate sequencer, and you've got two obviously on the two sides.
Yeah.
Right. So it's currently on a latch mode, which is just, you can think of it as like a regular looper, like on a Boss looper pedal or something. So you can grab a small length and then scrub through, and it modulates quite smoothly. So you go down to quite short lengths. And the crossfade length here is actually controlling how much of the audio is the snippet of audio that is being crossfed. So it's relatively short at the moment, but if I put it all the way up, this is now crossfading half of the entire sample. So I'll just speed it up to get there. Okay, so now you can see you've got two playheads going at the same time. One's coming in, one's going out always.
Oh.
Yeah. So that's quite a nice feature.
That's lovely. Have we got CV control over the length and speed and start at all?
Yes, it's modular, so
okay.
volt per octave, start and length and layer on each side, CV controls. And then the gate controls are reverse, record and play, the transport, yeah.
Fantastic.
So in latch mode, if you hit play again, it resets. Yeah.
Okay.
So if I hit it, you can hear it happening here. Okay, so the other playhead modes, are momentary. So this now loops the same, but only when you hold it down. And when you let go, it comes away. And there's attack and release envelopes built in.
Oh, that's nice.
So that's a slower attack there and a slower release.
Lovely.
Yeah. Okay, and then what really then moves it, so that's kind of looping, okay, but when you go to OneShot, OneShot plays a sample from beginning to end, like you'd expect, but it also is polyphonic, okay, so I can play, currently it does 4 samples, yeah, so
That's nice.
and then you can just jump to any start position and any pitch that you want, okay, so for example, so I'm just scattering samples around now. As I say, it does 4 at the moment,
Yep.
so it'll replace when it gets to the 4th one. But you can pick from any layer. Yeah, okay, so now we've got 2 going at once. And so this is where the experimental side starts coming in. We can now automate and turn this into a granular synthesizer. So here is a gate coming out of Palms here. Sorry, this is the gate. If I put that into play, okay, I'm just adjusting the attack and release there. So you can imagine if you did a slow evolving movement on the start, you're basically simulating a time stretch, and if you randomise the start, you get like a cloud of sound around where you are. Yeah. But multi-layer, so you
Really
can have 4
nice.
layers.
4 layers of that. Okay.
And so I'll show you just how easy it is to set this up, right? So if I'll get rid of that, I'll clear out. Yeah, I can just record. So I've got rings here. Let's just turn it up a touch. Okay, and I can, so each sample could be up to a minute, but like a bus pedal, you just press to record. And then you can record another layer. Not very inspired, but sorry, but and then and you can just keep going. And now they're all
Fantastic.
there, ready to go,
Right.
playable. They share the inputs. And they'll stay in pitch with each other.
Fantastic.
The speed control is a vary speed playback and recording, so it'll retain the ratio of speeds. So if I play something at double speed and then record over the top, yeah, you got that one is at unity. The background is in double,
Yeah.
and then as you come back down, now suddenly I just generated the bass. On the knob it goes from I think it's a quarter speed to double speed, but with CV you can go much further, and it's fully DC coupled, so you can record and you can play back modulation signals as well.
Fantastic. Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it really, like I said, it really is. It's the building blocks of a sampler, or in fact many different types of module.
Yeah.
The only thing I haven't really mentioned is there's an SD card interface here. So SD card, and you just select your bank with this knob, and then you press and you load. So I could load a new set of samples here, and that's it coming in, and then also a piano actually.
Great.
Yeah, and then you can save over the top, obviously equally as easily. I'm not going to do that right now, but so
Fantastic.
yeah.
Great. I mean, when you first explained this to me, I thought there was perhaps going to be a lot of menu diving and things, but it's not. Everything's
No menus.
It's
Yeah.
no menu. Everything's
No
on the front
secondary
panel.
functions. Everything's one knob per function.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
And so, when did you say that this is perhaps going to be coming? Because it says here coming soon.
We're aiming for autumn, so September, October-ish.
And do you have a price on this yet?
Yeah, it'll be £579 yeah.
UK.
UK, £579. Yeah.
Fantastic. Great work. I love this.
Thank you very much.
This is
Yeah.
really, really, really interesting.
Thanks very
You should
much.
be proud of this one.
I am. Yes, it's going well. In for beta testing now, so well, it's the kind of the final stretch. Yeah.
Great stuff. Well, thank you so much.
Thank you. Thanks
Cheers.
a lot. Cheers.